Jaylen, your reaction to the Celtics signing Joe Johnson, and you obviously were a kid in Atlanta when he played with the Hawks. Like, what's your memories of him uh, going back to your childhood days?
Um, a lot of memories, a lot of those runs. In Atlanta, I got to go to a lot of those games. I remember when we went to 7 games. The Hawks went to 7 games with KG and Paul Pierce. I remember that was a big deal in the city. So definitely a childhood icon, and having him here in the locker room is great. We need some vet leadership. We need some guys to kind of get the energy, the tone, the pace, the maturity level to where it needs to be. So I'm all for it.
And physically, how are you feeling? And tonight, was it one of your better performances since probably this season? Did you feel?
Yeah. Like I said before, I'm just trying to get back. I missed a lot of time with an injury, and just trying to work my way back in at the same time, win games. I think that still a lot of season left, of course, but just trying to, take it one day at a time. And today was probably one of the better days that I had since being back. I'll just keep adding those up.
Joe said that you guys played together. It's not in the same run this summer in Atlanta. Do you remember that? And how did he look?
Yeah, we played together in Los Angeles. I guess like an off-season run and stuff like that. He looked great, man. He's in good shape, shooting the ball well, can still score it, as you've seen on that last play. He's still got a lot in the tank, if you ask me. I watched him in the Big Three. I watched him before that, and I watched him growing up. And he still looked like he got some left in the tank. So I'm happy to have him on board, to hear his voice, his advice, and stuff like that as I'm maneuvering through the year, as our team is kind of maneuvering. I think it's great.
A couple Zoom questions here. First for John Corrales.
Hey, Jaylen, you talk about your return here from the hamstring injury and all of that. Do you put any sort of pressure on yourself to come back and play a certain amount of minutes now that you know that the team is shorthanded? You know that you need to be scoring, maybe shouldering a bigger load.
I do not put any extra pressure on myself. I come out every day. I know what my responsibility is, and so there's really nothing extra that needs to be added. I got to come out, be a leader, set the tone, get us going, put guys in the right spots, create opportunities, and be Jaylen Brown. There's no extra pressure necessary. Just come out and be myself and be a leader, and I think that should be enough.
You guys as a group have been up and down with injuries and absences. You obviously chief among that. How good has it felt for you, even amid all this other stuff that's going on, to get a chance to get some extended games here in a row and be able to get kind of back into a rhythm again on the court?
Feels good. Let's keep it rolling. Let's try to find ways to put some good stretches of basketball together. Let's, start building our identity, a culture again, defensively and offensively, and let's see if we can put some games together. I think that we still got, some good guys in this locker room, and we've definitely lost more games than we should have. So let's try to win some, in the next coming weeks.
Cool, thanks.
Another Zoom question from Mark D'Amico. Jaylen?
Hey, Jaylen, you mentioned getting a rhythm, and you guys had a rhythm in this game pretty early. You led by double figures for the final 30-plus minutes of this game. You've done that a couple times this month, but when you guys are playing with leads like that, what do you think it is that's pushing you guys into that at both ends of the floor? What are the keys to you guys building those types of leads?
Defensively, getting stops, rebounding. Rebounding is big for our group. Can't allow teams to come in and get second chance and third chance opportunities. We rebound, let guys get one shot, and we run with pace. I think that puts a lot of pressure on, opposing teams. Those are two things. And then when we move the ball, find the open guys and identify, having awareness for the game. I think we'll be fine. I think that's when we're at our best, is when we're just thinking the game, rebounding, playing defense, and just flying up and down the court.
John Corrales again.
Jaylen, you just said of Joe that you need that vet leadership to get the energy and the maturity level where it needs to be. What is it about this team that makes you say that you need that vet leadership to do that?
I don't know how to answer that question. I just think that having vets around is necessary. You know, so we got a lot of young guys in our locker room, and I think that, you know, adding some older voices can't hurt, can only help. You know, I think that, you know, everybody goes through, you know, things in the league, teams, and have things that they need and things that they don't need. All I was saying is that, you know, for our team, it can't hurt to have some extra voices that are, you know, been through the experience, to add value to our locker room.
Final question from Keith Smith.
Jaylen, you and Jason both seem to be using Rob quite a bit tonight as a screener. Is that something you guys went into the game looking to do, to use him more that way?
Yes. We knew that the person guarding Rob was probably going to be back. So we knew that if we came off the screen, if he set a good screen, that we'll most likely be naked on the shot. So Rob and Ennis set some really good screens, and majority of my looks came from those guys setting good screens.
Brought to you by your New England Ford dealers, celebrating their Get Holiday Ready sales event.